Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, the situation is still choppy on the Bitcoin chart. I still assume that we are currently in a wave 2, but as we are coming down in the wave 2, after price formed a 5-wave move up since the June low, 5 waves. Yeah. After we formed these 5 waves, we might have started on the weekend this wave 2 correction. But as we're heading down lower, we're obviously back to choppy price action, because what is a wave 2? It is corrective, right? So it's really, really choppy price action, but it's good for range trading. Yeah, so scaling in, scaling out. The idea is now that eventually we should head down lower in this wave 2. How exactly that is going to happen, don't expect anyone to be able to predict exactly all the micro levels and micro structures that Bitcoin is going to follow in this wave 2 correction. So in the primary scenario, we are in the wave 2. Also in the alternative, we are really in the wave 2. It's just how does this wave 2 unfold? Obviously, the top in the wave 1 was here at 31,820 pretty much. And in the wave 2, we should form an ABC structure, A, B, C. Let's talk about the situation that we have in this wave 2. So at the moment, again, the idea is still to go down lower, but I would not be surprised by choppy price action, corrective rallies, which come out of the blue. The current price action tells me that we have to expect this. On the lower time frame, Bitcoin should have followed through to the downside already. It didn't do that, which means we're back to the chop, which means we need to expect up and down movements, which could be rapid. So let's talk about the options. So at the moment, my assumption is still that we are in an A wave at the moment. We should at some point get a B wave and then a C wave down. I need to take that resistance off the chart again because we haven't got a confirmed low for the A wave, but I'm going to talk about the options and the relevant pivot points now. So if we zoom in, we can see that we are still looking here at a potential A wave to the downside with a 1-2-1-2 setup that started the weekend or finished on Friday. Then we had a third wave down. The fourth wave might be complete, and we're now coming down in the fifth wave in a descending broadening wedge. After that, I'm forecasting a fourth wave and another low in a fifth wave. This is certainly an idealized structure that in an ideal world would play out like that. What I can tell you is that price action at the moment here is completely corrective, so it would be in favor of another drop. And the first major support that we have Fib-wise for the wave 2 is 29,150. Eventually, I'd like to get price eventually there, just at least there. But we have structural support here along the way from the range in which we have been for many, many weeks. So be aware of that as well, which is causing the chop. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are seeing the range, who are trading the range as well. So it could be that this wave 5 here is unfolding as an ending diagonal. It is currently constrained by this descending broadening wedge. One more low could complete the fifth wave. If we already go up now, then we might have never finished this fourth wave. Or the A wave is only in 3 waves. This might now get very complicated. So, this is really only for the hardcore Elliott wavers. You don't need to follow every wave, but I'm just giving you my thoughts because the pivot point is very important. To keep it very simple, actually. To keep it very simple. In an ideal world, we would get a wave 5, a lower low, below the third wave low. Ethereum did that already. So ideally below 29,920. Bear in mind, there will be another fourth wave coming, So ideally, I'd like to see one more low, then a fourth wave bounce. That might take us into a similar price region, which we are now, where we are now, and then one more low. So that is why I do expect further choppy price action. I would have liked to see an impulse down in the fifth wave, but it's only an ending diagonal as it seems. So what that means is we have corrective move up, we have corrective moves down because the diagonal is corrective, and next we could get another wave 4. Honestly, I would say we spend time in this range again for a while. I know it's annoying, it annoys me as well. The most bullish option I can see from now is if we are already getting higher in a B wave. So that means the A wave could have finished already after 3 waves. That's possible as well. Remember, we are in a correction. So what does that mean? That means you cannot forecast every single wave because we are in choppy price movements, in a choppy price action. But the range can, of course, be traded, right? So we've got a very clearly defined bullish support area for a wave 2. I intend to scale in further on the way down, and unexpected rallies I will use to take profits, to build my core position for the third wave rally. I think that's the best way to handle that, unless you want to get chopped up, because there will be a lot of unexpected movements. Just look at it. I mean, we're coming down in a corrective move here. This is choppy. So it's not impulsive, so it leaves a lot of room for interpretation. That is also why it's not crystal clear where we are. But you've got the possible wave 5. Now that would be an ending diagonal. But you know then when that's finished, and that doesn't need to go down much lower, then we have completed this third wave, and there will be a fourth. You know how boring fourth waves are. And then another move down. And that way, wave 5 could also be an ending diagonal. Then we are looking forward to a B wave, which is also choppy. So again, we are back to the chop. I think sort of a range trading strategy remains here the way to go. And I don't expect much clarity on the lower time frame for a while, whereas the larger time frame is pretty clear, especially compared to other coins. So there's a very clearly defined support area. Yeah, and we've got this 30,650 level still on the chart as relevant pivot point between this is wave 4 and a B wave, a larger corrective bounce. That's my update about Bitcoin. So message is, expect further choppy price action. Yeah, expect little clarity on lower time frames. So that means maybe leave your trades a lot of space, smaller position sizes, maybe just scaling in, scaling out. And the support of the bullish range is still 26,280. No change from previous videos. So hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.